Hey guys, it's myafterschooltoys.com, back again with another review, and today we're reviewing the 1985 LJN Thundercats. And we're going to look at the lineup of heroes today from the original series. So we're going to go through the four main guys, and we'll start off with the man, the myth, the legend himself, Lion-O. So let's take a close look at him. We'll get a close-up look of his face here. And his glove. There you can see his paint job. And actually these figures came with several different shades of hair color. Some are orange, some are more red. You can see his Sword of Omens. Sword of Omens is a little dusty. Let's see if we can give it a quick buff there. There we go. And of course he came with the light up power ring that you could put in his little button in the back here, and that would light up his eyes. Good paint job on the back. And then of course he had a removable shield paw here, if I can take it off, and that attached. And then he had his sword feature here for fighting. So that is Lion-O. Next we'll look at Panthro, and unfortunately, in the midst of all of our massive after-school toys vault, I have lost Panthro's nunchucks. So they're somewhere. As soon as I find him, maybe I'll repost his figure. But I want to take a good look at Panthro. He was my favorite of all the Thundercats, as he was many of yours. So there is Panthro. And the thing that always got me about Panthro was he was voiced by the father of Bill Cosby on The Cosby Show. Once you hear that, you always see his face when you hear Panthro from the original series. Here's his backside here. And then, of course, he had an action feature where his arms would move. Close-up of his belt buckle. So that is Panthro. And next we're going to look at Tygra and wileykat. There's Tygra here. And then of course he came with a little plastic version of wileykat. And then later on there were some more articulated larger figures of wileykat and wileykat that can move on their own, like the bigger figures like Lion-O and Tygra. So there's wileykat. He has a little lasso. It was kind of cool, just a bonus figure. Of course, Lion-O had Snarf, and Mumra came with Mammut. Poor Panthro, he came with nothing, except his nunchucks. But here's Tygra and wileykat. And we'll take a look at Tygra's features here. Close-up of his emblem and bolo whip. There's his button on the back. And you kind of had to position his whip in just the right spot for the action feature to look cool, so he could whip. Otherwise, he's just kind of flailing around like that. So if you stick it behind him and let him whip it, there you go. Alright, whip it good. There's Tygra. And last but not least, we'll move on to Cheetara. Here she is. Close-up of her face. And she had her staff, of course. And in the back, she didn't really have a mechanical movement like the other Thundercats had. She just had a very quick lever system where you push the button in the back and her arms would just raise. That was it. So she didn't really have like a battle action type of feature. Just a raising of the arm. But still enough to fight. So there's Cheetara, and then she came with wileykit, who is right here. And we'll give a close-up of those features. So yes, I love the new Thundercats cartoon. I think it's awesome. but it's nothing like the original. I think the storyline is way better in the new ones, but the original, you know, they just hold a place in your heart because they're the ones you grew up with. And these figures always will hold a place in my heart as well. So there you have it. The Good Guy Thundercats. I also have a review on the villains, if you haven't checked that out. That's got Mum-Ra and Monkian and Slythe and Jackalman. You can check those out. So that is our review today of the 1985 LJN Thundercats. So be sure to join us next time for another review from myafterschooltoys.com and visit our website at myafterschooltoys.com or our Facebook page at After School Toys. And we'll see you again real soon.